The Crow, 2024, begins with a hauntingly emotional opening establishing a grim narrative centered on love, loss, and vengeance. The protagonist Eric Draven is a talented musician whose life spirals into chaos when he and his fiancée Shelly Webster fall victim to a savage attack by a gang of criminals. The film immerses itself in profound themes of sorrow and emptiness as Shelly succumbs to her injuries, leaving Eric desolate. Narrative elements accentuate Eric's anguish, conveying the heavy burden of his grief alongside an overwhelming thirst for retribution. As the scene transitions, viewers find themselves in a dark urban environment rife with corruption and violence, a mirror to Eric's inner turmoil. The resurrection. A year after the tragedy, Eric's grave is disturbed by a mysterious supernatural force in the form of a mystical crow. This bird, seen as a bridge between life and death, resurrects Eric with a singular mission: to exact vengeance against those responsible for his and Shelly's torment. Rising from the grave, Eric's visage is striking and unsettling, his face adorned in stark black and white as a grotesque harlequin symbolizing death and rebirth. His revived form, seemingly impervious to pain, bears the scars of his past anguish. Fueled by sorrow and fury, Eric embarks on a relentless pursuit to locate and punish the criminals. The hunt begins. With the Crow as his guide, Eric systematically hunts down each gang member involved in his and Shelly's tragedy. His first target is Tintin, a sadistic thug wielding knives. In a gripping and violent confrontation, Eric overcomes Tintin, reclaiming a fragment of his shattered honor. As his quest continues, Eric confronts another gang member, Funboy. This encounter is marked by a surreal juxtaposition of dark humor and bloodshed, showcasing Eric's supernatural abilities coupled with an eerie fearlessness. However, Eric's endeavors transcend mere revenge. They symbolize a quest to restore balance and justice in a chaotic world. Emotional flashbacks. Amidst the violence, Eric experiences poignant flashbacks of his life with Shelly, which offer stark contrasts to the brutality of his current reality. These memories serve to fuel his determination to see his mission through, even as they threaten to engulf him in sorrow. Interactions with Sarah, a young girl close to Eric and Shelly, further deepen his character. Sarah, grappling with feelings of abandonment and hardship, finds comfort in Eric's return. Their relationship highlights themes of hope and redemption amidst a backdrop of despair. The antagonist, Top Dollar. As Eric eliminates the lower-ranked criminals, he inevitably draws the ire of Top Dollar, a ruthless crime lord orchestrating the attack on him and Shelly. Portrayed with an unsettling charisma, Top Dollar epitomizes greed and moral decay, his hunger for power making him a daunting adversary. Aware of Eric's supernatural prowess, Top Dollar seeks to control the Crow, believing that doing so will strip Eric of his strengths. This sets the stage for an intense confrontation as Eric fights not only for vengeance but to safeguard the Crow that resurrected him and represents his quest for justice. In summary, The Crow, 2024, offers a potent blend of emotional depth, supernatural elements, and a relentless pursuit of vengeance wrapped in a narrative that explores profound themes of love, loss, and the human struggle for justice. As Eric Draven takes on an eerie journey through a devastated urban landscape, he faces both external foes and his internal demons while striving to honor the love he lost. Through his quest, the film weaves a compelling tale of resilience underscored by moments of poignant reflection and the haunting specter of loss. The climactic battle. The film culminates in an intense showdown set in a Gothic cathedral, a symbolic venue for the final confrontation between Eric Draven and his adversary Top Dollar. This location embodies both reckoning and redemption, enhancing the dramatic stakes of the moment. As Eric faces seemingly insurmountable odds, the battle is not only visually captivating but emotionally charged. Despite Top Dollar's efforts to control the Crow and thus weaken Eric, the protagonist's determination and inner strength outshine his physical constraints. In an ultimate act of rebellion and justice, Eric avenges Shelly's brutal murder, thereby bringing peace to his troubled spirit. Resolution. With his quest fulfilled, Eric finds solace as he reunites with Shelly in a metaphysical domain. This reunion is emotionally profound, serving as a much-needed resolution that leaves a lingering sense of tranquility. The film concludes on a bittersweet note, beautifully underscoring themes of love that transcends mortality and the victory of justice over systemic corruption. The narrative also touches on the character of Sarah, who, inspired by Eric's courageous acts, discovers newfound resilience to confront her own struggles. The once despair-laden city begins to exhibit signs of hope and rejuvenation following Eric's triumph. Themes and symbolism. The Crow, 2024, delves deep into various significant themes. Love and loss. Eric's pursuit for vengeance is fundamentally rooted in his enduring love for Shelly, which persists beyond death and underscores the immense strength of true love. Revenge and justice. The film blurs the boundaries between revenge and justice, inviting contemplation on whether acts of vengeance can indeed provide the peace one seeks. Redemption. Eric's narrative arc is intricately tied to the search for personal redemption, making his journey multifaceted and relatable. Life and death. The Crow serves as a potent symbol of the connection that exists between life and death, guiding Eric through his transformative odyssey. Through a combination of visual storytelling and evocative narratives, the film powerfully reinforces these themes, crafting a story that is both compelling and emotionally immersive. Character analysis. Eric Draven. Central to The Crow, 2024, is the character of Eric Draven, whose transformation is profoundly shaped by tragedy. His character arc is complex and engaging. Initially depicted as a joyful musician nourishing a loving relationship with Shelly, Eric's brutal demise marks the onset of a darker revenge-driven identity fueled by sorrow and rage yet tempered by an innate sense of justice. The film explores this intricate duality between human emotion and vengeful pursuit, showcasing Eric as he grapples with the remnants of his humanity. Throughout the narrative he displays vulnerabilities reflected in flashbacks with Shelly and moments of kindness towards Sarah, painting him as both a tragic hero and a fierce avenger. Shelly Webster. Shelly's essence permeates the storyline primarily via memories and flashbacks. She embodies purity, love, and the vibrant life that Eric yearns to preserve through his retribution. Her tragic death serves as the impetus for his transformation and revenge quest. Sarah. Representing resilience in an unforgiving urban environment, Sarah embodies hope against despair. As a streetwise yet naive young girl, her bond with Eric and Shelly adds critical emotional texture to the film. Through her interactions with Eric she gains strength and healing, signifying that renewal is achievable even amidst adversity. In conclusion, The Crow, 2024, intertwines themes of love, loss, and redemption with poignant character arcs, culminating in a narrative that resonates on multiple emotional levels. The interplay of its thematic content, symbolic settings, and rich character development ensures a lasting impact on its audience. Top Dollar. In The Crow, 2024, the main antagonist is Top Dollar, a charismatic yet ruthless crime lord whose relentless pursuit of power forms the spine of the narrative. This character is emblematic of corruption, greed, and moral decay. His awareness of Eric's supernatural capabilities elevates their confrontation into a significant clash, ultimately illustrating the classic battle between good and evil. Symbolism. The film is laden with rich symbolism, especially tied to the figure of the Crow. The Crow as a guide, it acts as a spiritual conduit for Eric Draven, connecting the realms of the living and the dead, symbolizing themes of resurrection, revenge, and justice. Gothic imagery. The film's aesthetic is steeped in dark atmospheric visuals and Gothic architecture that echo themes of death, rebirth, and redemption, reinforcing the narrative's emotional undercurrents. The Cathedral. This setting serves as the backdrop for Eric's ultimate showdown with his inner struggles and physical adversaries. The Cathedral represents a space of reckoning where justice is finally administered. Fire and rain. Fire consistently symbolizes destruction and chaos, while rain serves as a metaphor for cleansing and renewal, depicting the complexity of Eric's journey. Cinematic elements. The storytelling in The Crow, 2024, is enhanced by its visual and auditory components. Cinematography. The film employs shadows and stark lighting contrasts to evoke a haunting atmosphere reminiscent of Eric's tumultuous emotions, encapsulating his quest for revenge. Soundtrack. The music features a mix of melancholic and aggressive tones, reinforcing the film's emotional peaks and valleys. The soundtrack itself evolves into a character, enhancing the overall tension and drama. Action sequences. The choreography of fight scenes adeptly balances brutality with elegance, mirroring Eric's supernatural prowess and unwavering resolve. Final themes. The conclusion of the narrative reveals several key themes. The endurance of love. The bond between Eric and Shelly transcends mortality, highlighting the everlasting nature of love amidst tragedy. Redemption through justice. Eric's quest is more than simple retribution. It reflects a deeper search for equilibrium and personal peace within a chaotic world. Hope and renewal. Sarah's character development alongside the city's gradual change symbolizes the potential for recovery and growth following profound loss. Conclusion. The Crow, 2024, stands as a compelling fusion of dark fantasy, action, and emotional narrative. It engages profoundly with themes such as love, loss, vengeance, and redemption, striking chords that resonate deeply with its viewers. The character arc of Eric Draven, marked by his tragic beginnings and aspirational transcendence, serves as both haunting and uplifting, solidifying The Crow as a powerful narrative of hope rising from despair. In essence, The Crow, 2024, presents a mesmerizing and skillfully woven story about vengeance, redemption, and love. Its gripping narrative, intricate characterizations, and profound symbolism invite audiences to reflect on the human experience. Eric Draven's transformation from tragedy to transcendence leaves a significant impact, ensuring that The Crow remains a significant narrative of hope emerging from despair. Should you wish for deeper insights into specific scenes or themes, please feel free to ask. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.